It's time for you to bounce back from the loss that you recently took. That loss doesn't determine your future. It only determines where you are right now. And where you are right now, it might not look pretty. It might not. But you have a choice. You have a choice to run away from your problems. And you also have another choice. There's many choices that you can take on. But here's the best choice that you can take. You can face your problems head on, learn from that problem, and then take what you learn to better yourself in the long term. Not only yourself, but learning what you've learned can help somebody else better themselves. So on a daily basis, strive for learning. You're gonna fail many times, but you have the chance to learn from that recent failure. Don't look at failure as something that determines your overall life. I've failed many times, and I can admit that because I'm humble about my experience. Everybody that's successful in any type of way, any area, has failed. If athletes have failed, maybe they weren't able to lift what they lift now, but they can lift it now because they went through the failure of not being able to lift what they lift now. Runners, I used to run a lot, bro, and I would test myself, see how far I could run, time myself, running without stopping, 3 miles, then it went on to 6 miles. And that was only able to happen because I went against the barriers that I set for myself. So you must ask yourself this: what are the barriers that you set for yourself? Everyone has set limitations that they put on themselves, and everyone has the ability to get past those limitations. You can break free from the current mindset that you have, but you have to make the choice. Are you willing to make the choice to go beyond who you see yourself to be right now? Just because you can't do it right now, or at least you think you can't do it right now, doesn't mean that you actually can't. You just haven't pushed yourself enough to do it. Just like how somebody else was able to do it, you can do it. What makes you think you can't be great? Me, I want my son to be great. And I want his son to be great. Why do I want that? Because I care about what happens next in this world. I care about the peace of everyone because I know what it feels like not to be at peace. I know what it feels like to have a mind that constantly races, a mind that goes on and on, worried about this, worried about that, not having a structure for my life, expecting things out of other people, wanting this, not having that. That right there can destroy you. Not having peace of mind, not being able to just sit back and enjoy where you are right now, it sucks. So my goal is to be the best that I can possibly be for the world. Simply that. That's what I want to do and what I believe you should do. Not just for you, bro. Life isn't just about you. And that's what I thought for a long time. I would think so much about my problems. I'm going through this. I need to get through that. My life isn't what I want it to look like. I gotta go to this job. That's true. You have to go to this job that you might not like, but what are you going to work for? Right now, if you have a child, you have a bigger responsibility. You have to take care of that responsibility. And if you don't like the job, bro, you know what you have to do. You have to work on yourself so you don't have to work this job. You have to learn a skill that you really want to use and make your career. If you have these high goals for yourself, how do you expect to achieve these goals if you aren't willing to step out and make yourself as competent as possible? You have to take a risk. You have to bet on you. But that risk must be calculated. If you want to minimize failure, you want to plan, you want to have structure in the decisions that you make. You don't want to just spontaneously do something. In some cases that may work, but in most cases, that's not gonna work in life. If somebody tells you, you should do this, it's your choice at the end of the day. But when somebody tells you, you should do something, before you make that decision, you must calculate that decision for yourself. You can't go based on this video, me telling you, you should do this. You have to think about it for yourself. And after you've done that, that's when you make that decision. What are the pros and the cons of doing this? Should I save up my money? Should I not save up my money? What are the pros of saving my money? What are the cons of that? What are some good investments I can make? What type of skill do I want to learn? Okay, what should I do first to learn the skill? There's steps to this. Step one is always going to be the roughest step. You're going to have all of this energy that you're ready to put out, but you're going to get burnt out very quickly. You're going to get burnt out if you don't structure your life properly. And if you have somebody that's depending on you, it makes your life a whole lot more enjoyable, and at the same time, it makes you grind a lot harder. It makes you take that risk simply because you know what you want for your little one. So what I can advise for you is just do the best you can to be the best you can.